Hello, beautiful beings, love and laughter. Tanya Rainbows here. This video is about dancing with your shadow. As you can tell, my voice sounds a little weird. Excuse me. And I'm dancing with my shadow right now, and I have been for a couple days. So I just want to kind of open up about it, because the more I can open up and share like those deep, dark spots that are raw and don't ever want to like be seen, the more liberating and freedom it is for not only me, but for other people out there who are struggling with their shadow and don't know how to make peace with it, or are fighting against it, which only makes things a lot harder, makes things come up more, not get dealt with, not get felt with. And it's really just here to help us. But it can be so scary. It can be so scary because it just feels like the end of the world. The shadow feels like really heavy, and like there's nothing on the other side of it. We can't see past much. And I've been a person who's spent a lot of time fighting it and not wanting it. I know there's a lot of other people who experience that too. So I'm just gonna unpack a little bit of what I'm going through. Maybe you connect with it, maybe not. If you have any questions or any parts of the story that you resonate with, I'd love to hear it down in the comments if you feel called. So at the starting of my moon time and ending, like most women, will have a time of tension of like some of the old things crumbling, and you'll have this tense energy, and it's like you gotta the inner doubt comes up, and you question things, and you continually learn how to just relax and release, so the unfolding of the moon time will happen. And so then you get into it and you ebb and flow through what you must there, but then you come back out as you're ending it. There's this tension, this energy too. And what I'm finding myself grappling with is just this idea of being stuck and feeling like I'm not making any progress. And I've got all these beautiful goals that I have so much just poured my heart and soul into. I've done the work. I feel like I've done a million different ways with the laws of attraction, and I've done, this and that and this and that and this and that, and that's great. But I've spent a lot of time pushing and forcing and trying to make things happen. And I'm at a spot where I feel like the collective, my shadow right now is just priming me to release on a deeper level. That's really what it feels like. But in it, it's a wave. I have moments of crying, and then I have moments of anger, and these thoughts come up. And instead of fighting the thoughts, like pushing them down or not acknowledging them, what I've been doing is just sitting with them, and whatever energies that I have around that feeling, thought that keeps coming up, I just sink into it and I release whatever other thoughts I have around it. So I'm like, if I'm feeling stuck, well, okay, I don't feel like I'm moving forward. It doesn't feel like my manifestations are moving forward. I have all these beautiful gifts to share, and I don't feel like I'm reaching enough people. Just those fears, the doubt, the inner critic, stuff that is not necessarily true, but we get to run up against it to cleanse and purify those extra layers off. So I'm not in a place of doubt, but I'm sitting with the inner doubt, and I'm letting it have its voice. And most moments of it make me cry, so I allow that to happen. And then moments come back up, and then I just get frustrated and irritated with it, and I'm feeling it actually stuck. When I stop though and take a look at how much I've progressed and made and moved through, I know that I'm not stuck. But it's the irony of that duality, isn't it? Because part of you might be somewhere, or maybe you're coming up against all the old programs. But I allow, and I'm like, yes, okay, you feel stuck. And I'm just burnt out and worn out. I don't want to fight anymore. I want to be at peace. I just want to fall back into the universe's arms and be caught. I want to be led by spirit. I don't want to fight anymore. Like any spots of fighting, I'm just over it. You know, there's always a deeper layer to go. So I'm examining where in my life I might be trying to fight things. And just like some deep hurt, it doesn't even necessarily come from any one specific thing. It just feels like I know where I want to be, but I'm not quite there. It's like a little bit of mourning for that. But in that as well, I do know that the universe has a divine plan for me, and that I trust in. But I'm still going to give it space to exist and to release, be heavy on my heart. If I need to cry it out, I will. And it's kind of interesting too, because before I started my moon time, I got this energy in my left side that has been like for over like a week and a half. Like it started out really intense in my shoulder, and it was really sore and achy, and then slowly it's been going away. But then yesterday in my morning meditation, I didn't do part of it till in the evening, and then when I did it, that's when the throat thing, like instantly my throat started getting like scratchy like it is now. And then I woke up this morning with the aches and sore throat and all that stuff. So I feel like there's a big purging going on, because this whole left side of me was in pain a week ago or a little bit before that or after that. And then having this disease, this sick come on me, I definitely feel like I'm having a big shift for myself, because usually when I'm sick, because I don't get sick that often, it usually means that some kind of energy or limiting belief or something is cleansing its way out of my body. And so as it does that, I'm just giving it space to present its information to me, and being in the present moment with it, and just feeling the sadness or the pain in the moment, and then it moves through, and then maybe something else comes up. It's just being in that vulnerable shadow side of emotions and just being okay with that. I feel like I'm in the collective, like this beautiful dark void with the goddess. She's just there. I don't have to do anything. And I usually always feel like I gotta do something, but just giving in to what I'm experiencing fully and wholeheartedly, whatever it is having its way with me, and I know it's for my highest and best good. Now that's a trust that I haven't quite had yet before with the shadow side. It's with bringing that divinely guided, divine mother energy in recently, that I started feeling like even above my mother. And that's really where it clicked in, because I had some mother wounding there, but once I connected with her on a cosmic level, like feeling she's there with the, divine father, like their aspects both here together, that's when something really clicked with me, and I'm able to go into her depths a little bit more in a trusted state, a surrendered state, where I couldn't before. It's like I needed that motherly connective love energy before I could trust that whenever I went into her cave of shadow, that I could trust what I'm going through, that I could surrender into it and know that I'm going to come out on the other side with something beautiful, knowing that it's not just going to take me under and sweep me down the depths of like darkness forever. I guess maybe that's what I felt like before. Like, it felt like I would never come out, or I didn't trust it, I didn't understand it until I could feel that. Like, she's like, I'm here for you always, even in that dark spot. And that's really what's made all the difference, going through the shadow. Not feeling ashamed of it or feeling guilty. Just knowing that that is where I'm meant to be, because I am here in it right now. So why wouldn't it be meant to be if I'm experiencing it now, you know? Just also just this idea I talk about often about not being exhausted about pushing and pushing and pushing and forcing and trying to make things happen. I think that just comes back up with the being stuck and like pushing. Because, oh, have I pushed and 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 pushed. As so many other women, you know, we adopt these masculine structures and they become dominant within us, and we don't even know how to let her have her place in our bodies. You know, it's fascinating, but a beautiful process. I'm still doing my shamanic journeys and I still haven't done a video on that yet, but I know it's coming. And I keep connecting with joyful things and spiritual things that uplift me while I'm moving through it. And that kind of seems to be like the edge a little bit, like, oh, okay, you know, I'm collectively moving through some shadow aspects of myself, but I still have, you know, little joyful things that light me up along the way. And before, I used to get so deep in my shadow that like it felt like nothing could pull me out. It just felt like this deep, depressing cave of melancholy that I would like allow myself to sit there and just feel really bad. But that's not what's happening here. I'm feeling the things. I'm letting them talk to me and have space and to exist and to just wave in and out. They're flowing in and out. And you know what? It feels good. Even though it's not all sunshine and roses, it feels good. And it feels very rewarding to my soul to let it unfold like that, and not just push myself in a deep depressive place and stay there till something pushes me forward. But I just really hope to help liberate people being in their shadow aspects, because if people talk about it or not, it's there. It's always there, you know, and it's nothing to be shameful or guiltful about. It's just part of our human experience, and it's enlightening when we can start to play with it in a way that is not so heavy and hard. When we can start letting the light in with it, like that little trickle of light in with it. And then when we all know when we get to the other side, there's always a beautiful release or a beautiful ball of something beautiful. Whenever we go through the shadow, there's always something on the other side that was really the main goal of being in the shadow, was to bring this gift back, or to bring this insight back, or to bring this awareness or this shift for ourselves. So let's give space for that shadow to express itself. And I haven't been writing anything down or anything, but being present with it in the now, whenever it comes up, has been really powerful. All right, beautiful beings, I think that's all I really got to share with you on my beautiful shadow experience. If you got any questions or comments about the shadow, or something you're scared of about the shadow and you want to ask me, go ahead and drop it in the comments. I'm open to talking about the shadow. I feel pretty comfortable about it. I know I'll probably do more on it Feel called to like this video, cool. If not, no big deal. All right, till the next video. Love and laughter.